A U.S. service member who was missing after Iran shot down a fighter jet has now been rescued, according to the Associated Press, and it follows a frantic search and rescue operation after the crew member went missing Friday when Iran downed a U.S. F-15E. A second crew member had been rescued earlier, and it comes as the war enters week 6 with escalating conflict and fears of a widespread economic collapse. I spoke with an expert from Sacramento State who explains where things could be headed next.
I wish I could say that I think this is coming to an end. In my opinion, especially with the downing of the aircraft, we are right now in an escalatory cycle. When the United States sends fighter aircraft into Iranian airspace, that is an escalation.
It comes just days after President Trump said the U.S. had control of Iranian airspace and that Iran could not shoot down American aircraft.
They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated. We are unstoppable as a military force.
So we can see very clearly that Iran does retain a lot of the firepower that it needs to have in order to mount a defense against very advanced American aircraft.
She says that capability is now playing out in real time, and the impact may not stop at the battlefield. The fighting continues to disrupt key shipping routes, including the Strait of Hormuz, a critical path for global energy.
The economic pain and pressure are really going to be felt even more than they already have. And we've already seen spikes in not only consumer goods, gas at the pump is going up. All kinds of products downstream that rely on oil and petrochemicals are all getting more expensive. We will see shortages.
She says those effects could escalate quickly.
If you look at how governments around the world are reacting, we could see pandemic levels of economic shutdown. We might see employers starting to ask their employees to work from home so as to conserve fuel. What we're going to see is a contraction of supply that is so significant that it will cause potentially it could trigger a global recession that you can't unwind.
And with fewer ships moving through, the impact could soon hit supply chains worldwide as the conflict escalates into week 6.
I mean, we know more than 50,000 U.S. troops have been moved to the region. We know that the United States is moving forces into place in preparation for a possible ground invasion. I just don't see a clear path right now to those off-ramps. Again, I hope I'm wrong, but I see this getting worse before it gets better.
And meantime, the Trump administration has also revoked visas or green cards for at least 4 Iranian nationals with ties to the government, including 2 now detained and facing deportation.